places on Earth and what has been kept hidden from the public eye for years? Let's delve right in. The CIA and FBI have been hiding evidence of these mysterious and secretive places for years, and unfortunately, gaining access to these places is nearly impossible for the average person. Even those who have special clearance are sworn to secrecy, leaving us to imagine what might be happening behind closed doors. But that's where the fun begins. Join us as we explore the fascinating theories surrounding these enigmatic sites. From the legendary Area 51 to other off-limits locations shrouded in mystery, we'll uncover the secrets that lay within. So sit back and prepare to have your mind blown as we embark on this thrilling adventure together. It's practically impossible to talk about secret places without mentioning this one. Area 51 has been a subject of fascination for Americans for over 50 years. You've probably seen it in movies, TV shows, or read about it in books. In 2019, the internet went wild when someone invited millions of people to trespass on Area 51. It's located in a remote area in Rachel, Nevada, about 80 miles away from Las Vegas, and is a part of Edwards Air Force Base. It was so confidential that the military denied its existence for years, until finally admitting it in 2013. However, the truth about what's really happening there is still unknown. Initially constructed in 1955 by contractor Lockheed Martin as a test facility for the U-2 spy plane, Area 51 is highly classified and guarded. Trespassers are met with deadly force, and the military doesn't disclose any details about what goes on inside the facility. The most popular theory is that Area 51 holds an alien spacecraft and the bodies of extraterrestrial pilots, which allegedly crashed in Roswell, New Mexico in 1947. The Air Force claimed it was just a weather balloon, but Bob Lazar, a former Area 51 employee, spilled the beans in a public interview in 1989. He said that the military had reverse-engineered the alien spacecraft and utilized that technology in American military and space programs. If you think about how fast technology advanced in the second half of the 20th century, it's mind-boggling. Just 20 years before the Roswell incident, Charles Lindbergh flew across the Atlantic Ocean in a single-engine, single-seat aircraft, and it was a huge deal. But about 20 years after Roswell, we were launching satellites into orbit and landing people on the moon, although some still argue that it was fake. The airplane was only invented about 20 years before Lindbergh's flight, which means there were huge leaps forward in technology in a relatively short period of time. We don't have any concrete evidence, but it's clear that something triggered the acceleration of technological advancements in the 50s and 60s. Do you think it was reverse-engineered alien spacecraft or something else? Let us know in the comments. Next, we dive into the Dugway Proving Ground, located approximately 85 miles southwest of Salt Lake City in Utah. The facility was established by the U.S. Army in 1942 for the purpose of conducting biological and chemical weapons testing. Nestled between mountain ranges on three sides, it covers an area of around 1,200 square miles, which is approximately the same size as the state of Rhode Island. During World War II, it was used to develop new weapons, and at the time, it was so secret that even nearby residents had no idea there was a military facility there. Although the base was closed in 1946, it was reactivated at the start of the Korean War and has since been known as an official base. However, the activities that take place there are still kept under wraps. There have been several incidents linked to the facility, such as in 1968, when 6,200 sheep mysteriously died in a nearby valley, something that was later attributed to VX gas, as well as the accidental shipping of anthrax from the facility to several other locations in the US in 2015. A report released in 1994 confirmed that hundreds of weapons tests and experiments involving hazardous substances had taken place at Dugway, and one can only imagine what is taking place there right now. Next is Porton Down, which is probably the most famous government facility in the UK. Although its existence has been officially acknowledged, the projects that take place there remain among the most secretive in the country. The facility was first opened in 1916 in response to the new chemical weapons being used by the Germans on the battlefields of World War I. It soon began looking for ways to defend against them and to create new ones of their own. Since then, operations at Porton Down have been scaled up and down depending on governmental policy and the threats being faced around the world. It is now not only home to classified military research labs, but also to the country's health authority and several private companies. What is known about the experiments that have taken place there is that between 1949 and 1980,